Hello, and good morning. Federal employees, welcome back to another incredible episode of Plan Your Federal Benefits. Today, we are digging into a topic of questions that I get all the time when I'm talking with people one-on-one. And even from friends, from family, lots of people, I get questions, me being a financial advisor, running a financial advisory firm, I get questions on what should I look for when I'm looking for a financial advisor. There's many people that my firm isn't a perfect fit for them, right? My firm works with a very specific type of person, and we do very specific types of services. And so oftentimes, it doesn't make sense for me to work with everyone. And so the question is, okay, what are the things to consider when working or looking for a financial advisor? So, me as a person within the industry, you can view this as a unbiased opinion or very biased opinion, however you want to look at it. But here are my thoughts. The four big things that you definitely want to consider when looking for a financial advisor to help you along your journey, whether you're starting out or nearing retirement or in retirement. There are four things that you definitely want to look out for. And number one, let's jump right in. Number one is pretty simple, but you definitely want to think about it. It is, what services are you looking for? Financial advisors are like attorneys or other specialists, let's say doctors, where generally speaking, financial advisors have a specific type of person that they work with. For example, there are estate attorneys, there are attorneys that work with trademark law, there's divorce attorneys. Attorneys generally have a specialty, and people kind of get that they only work with a certain type of person in a certain type of situation. And it's very similar in financial advice, okay? Myself as a financial advisor, I only work with some people in a very specific type of situation. I don't work with everyone, right? And so the first thing to decide for you is, okay, what kind of services am I looking for, right? Some financial advisors, let's say, they focus on retirement planning, right? Or some advisors just do investments. Or some advisors work with younger folks, young families as they're getting started, buying homes and things like that. Some specialize in a profession. For example, myself, working with federal employees. Some specialize in working with doctors. Some specialize in working with lawyers. Whatever it is, most advisors have a specialty of people that they're working with. So the first thing to ask yourself is, okay, what services am I looking for specifically, right? Maybe you are a master at your federal benefits, your federal retirement, all those things, you know those things very well, but you're looking for investment help specifically, or you're looking for tax help specifically, right? Then maybe find someone that is specialized in exactly what you are looking for. So that's the first thing, is figure out exactly what services are you looking for, and then find a advisor that does that, right? I think that's huge. It's huge, because I think most people assume that most advisors do the same thing, and it's not true. It is not true. Many advisors work very, very differently and focus on different things. And while some advisors will bring on clients that aren't a perfect fit, they may not be a perfect fit, right? And the advisor may not be able to provide the depth of service that you're looking for. So that's the first thing. What are you looking for, and what advisor provides that service specifically and with a lot of expert knowledge, right? Okay. The next one to think about is, whenever you're talking with a financial advisor or professional at all, you want to make sure that their opinions, their advice is as free of conflict of interest as possible, right? Because you want the person giving you advice on your future, your money, to line up for what is actually the best for you. And again, this may sound obvious, but actually, the industry, the financial planning industry, is going through a shift where for many, many decades, most financial advisors got compensated by selling their clients something. Whether it is selling them stocks, right, being a stockbroker, or whether it is selling life insurance or selling an annuity. That is how most of the industry has been paid for years and years and years and years. And over the last 20, 30 years, that has been shifting to more fee-based and other things like that, fee-only. But still, there are many advisors that's how they get paid. And I'm not saying anyone that gets paid that way is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying know how your advisor is paid and how they're structured. And sometimes when they get a commission for selling you a certain thing, sometimes their commission will depend on what they sell you. And so they may be compensated for selling certain things, which may or may not be the best solution for your situation, right? And so again, I've met lots of advisors that do sell some products and they do incredible work for their clients, incredible work, right? So I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying know how they're compensated, know how they're structured, and so that you can be confident in the advice they're giving regardless of everything, right? There's a couple buzzwords out there that are on the internet. First is fiduciary. If you've heard that, basically some advisors are legally obligated to put their clients' interests first. And some aren't, right? It just depends how they're structured. And so fiduciary is the term used for those advisors that are legally obligated to put their clients first. Okay, so that's first. The second is fee only. If you're looking for an advisor that just charges fees, doesn't sell any product of any type, you're looking for a fee only advisor. Okay, they just charge fees, they don't get any commissions for selling any products. So those are the big things to look at when looking at, okay, how is the advisor you're working with structured? How do they get paid? All that good stuff. And right on that thought, number 3, the third thing to really know is fees, right? Just like I said, advisors are structured in many, many different ways. There's not a one-size-fits-all, okay? Some industries, all the professionals in that industry are paid basically the same. It's not the case in financial advice. Some people, they only get paid if they're managing your money. Let's say they need to manage your investments to be able to charge a fee and get paid. That's how they're structured. That's how they do it. And in that case, if that's the only way they get paid, then most of the time they're going to, as federal employees especially, they're going to advise you to take your money out of the TSP and put it in an IRA or something that they can help you invest, right? And that's their model. And I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just saying that's how they make money and that's how they're compensated. So that's what they're going to advise, right? And oftentimes it can make a ton of sense to move to an IRA. It just depends. It depends on a lot of things. And preference is a piece in that equation, right? Some people charge just fees, planning fees. They say, hey, we'll help you plan for retirement. This is the cost, right? This is the fee. Some people do it that way. Some people, like I said, get paid commission for selling you, let's say, a life insurance policy or an annuity, right? So know what the fees are, know exactly what you're paying for it. And sometimes, if it's not fee only, then you may be paying for things in a roundabout way that you may not actually see exactly, but you're paying for it, right? And me as a fee-only advisor, my firm as a fee-only advisor, some people when they see our fees like, wow, I was working with another advisor and they didn't charge me fees like that. And I always tell people, it's like, well, if you don't know what fee you're paying, you're probably paying a pretty large fee just in a roundabout way, right? Depending on what the advisor is advising you to do. Again, that's not always the case, but it can be. So just make sure you understand and it's clear and simple for you to know what fees you're paying, exactly how you're compensating your advisor, and how it all works. Okay, perfect. And now the last, number 4, the last thing that you definitely want to look out for when looking for an advisor is, do you like and trust them, right? When working with a financial advisor, that is a big decision, right? An advisor helps you through some of the biggest times and decisions of your career and retirement when it comes to money, which makes a huge impact on your life. And so, oftentimes, you ended up working with this person for a long period of time. And it is not going to work out over a long period of time if you don't like and trust them, right? Those are the 2 big things, like and trust. And honestly, as an advisor, I look for the same exact things in the clients that I bring on, right? I know there's 2.5, 3 million federal employees in the country and around the world, right? And I can't work with all of them. I know I can only work with a small subset of those people. And so I say, hey, I want to work with people that I like and trust, right? Those are two of my indicators as well of someone that I want to bring on as a client and work with them over, planning their retirement, right? And for you, as someone looking for an advisor, those are the two things that I would definitely look for as well, on top of the other things, right? There's thousands of advisors around the country, right? There's lots of people that do it. It's just a matter of finding one that is a great fit for you. And even if you have to interview many advisors, it is very, very worth it, right? It may take some time, it'll take some effort, but you want to find someone that you're comfortable with, confident in, and that you trust. That can make a huge, huge difference. So, those are my thoughts. Again, as someone inside the industry, this can be an extremely biased, I guess, or unbiased, however you want to look at it, right? But those are my thoughts. Those are my honest thoughts on what you should be looking for when hiring an advisor. So, have a phenomenal, great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.